A combination of the mystery of understanding their distributions in the wild. It's kind of like trying to see the pattern of a stained glass window but every little piece of glass that you fill in has to come through blood, sweat, and tears of climbing this mountain and seeing what's there in that spot. It might take a long time, it might be very hard. And then doing it again in another spot, and another spot, and another spot, until finally you're sort of filling out this beautiful pattern that hopefully makes some intellectual sense as well as aesthetic sense, to try to understand how these orchids came to be where they are and why they're there. That element intrigues me a lot. Also, the just pure beauty of them. The Lepanthes, especially. Do you know the genus Lepanthes? They're very small, and the flowers are often under the leaf, and very colorful, very intricate. But you never see them unless you deliberately recognize a Lepanthes leaf and look under it, and there's this mysterious surprise waiting for you. And some of the most brilliant colors, some of the most extraordinary shapes of all the orchids are these Lepanthes. The other thing that captivates me is that the speciation process itself. Orchids are the group of plants that have the plant family with the highest diversity in the world. And in Ecuador in particular, there are something like 4,600 species of orchids, far more than any other plant species. Because of speciation, they have it in spades. They are just going wild with this wild speciation. Understanding that is captivating intellectually.
I think that what captivates me the most of orchids is the intricate relationships and interactions that they have with the pollinators and their habitat. And again, the diversity of them is what captivates me.
Well, what doesn't captivate me about orchids? They're exceedingly outstanding, incredible plants that the more you learn about them, the more you get sucked into their drama. They're amazing plants. Every one of them has a story. There's infinite diversity. Right behind me, you see a bunch of things that look very much alike, but you know, if I grab, say, this little fellow over here, you can see it's completely different, and it's just an astounding amount of diversity. And all of this diversity has everything to do with their ecology and their relationships with other organisms. Orchids are manipulative creatures. They like to disguise themselves as other kinds of plants or even animals in order to manipulate other creatures around them. So I think that in terms of manipulation, they've probably used their worst and most strongest magic on people like me, and maybe you.